Why this bungalow owner has cash flow problem? Hi everyone. I read an article about certain individuals who stay in bungalows and yet having financial difficulty. One of them stayed in a $20 million house, had a cash flow issue because of a high property tax and expenses, and the cost of maintaining such a large house. You know, asset rich and cash poor is a common problem. We may scoff at them as the solution can be as simple as selling one property and using the cash proceeds for retirement. However, if it was that easy, I'm sure they would have done that long ago. So, why is it so difficult to do what is so obvious? I'd like to share with you 3 reasons so that you can understand and perhaps apply it in your own family. If you have got used to a particular lifestyle, you might want to continue with that lifestyle in your retirement years because of habit. Your expenses might not decrease after you retire. Quite the contrary, it may even increase. Lifestyles that become a habit formed over decades are impossible to break. Personally, I've never seen anyone's expenses drop after retirement. In fact, their expenses increase after retirement because the sudden free up time has to be filled up with expensive activities where it used to be filled up with work. What this means is that if you are used to staying in a very large apartment, it is likely you will continue to do so when you retire. It also means that if you want to have an affordable lifestyle in your retirement years, you may need to live like that lifestyle now because habit takes decades to develop. Now, second reason is because of the misunderstanding that to be financially independent, you have to be rich. Now, quite to the contrary, you do not need to be rich to be financially independent. Financial independence is having the peace of mind to know that your expenses tomorrow and the next decades will be paid for regardless of whether you have tenants or not, whether the interest rates are high or low, and regardless of economic situation. To have a $20 million bungalow and yet to be worried about paying property tax is definitely far from being financially independent. And so, my friend, my suggestion to you is to work towards financial independence as the main goal instead of trying to look rich. Third, such issues could be due to lack of contentment. I know I may sound judgmental. However, in Singapore, contentment is never taught in school nor in the workplace. In fact, contentment might be misunderstood as laziness. Contentment is a feeling of being satisfied and happy. It's also a peace of mind. To be happy and grateful for what you have rather than focusing on what you don't have. Many people lose their financial independence because they just keep on focusing on what they lack. So they keep on trying all sorts of ways to acquire what they don't have. In case you're wondering, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying wealth accumulation equals lack of contentment. I'm referring to those who have already a lot and yet still finding ways to acquire wealth or trying to live a lifestyle that is not realistic in the long run. In short, in order to avoid the problem of asset rich and cash poor, do consider whether you should change your lifestyle now, focusing on achieving financial independence instead of trying to look rich, and please practice contentment. Have a great week ahead.